What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and welcome to Drakengard 3. This is going to be another one of those Patron Pick videos where, well, it's a series where the patrons for this channel are able to actually pick two of the games that I play each month. And yeah, as you saw in the previous one, it was Pajama Sam 3, and here is Drakengard 3. It's a game that I've been pretty interested in for a while. I picked it up. I actually tried recording this once before, and it was actually really unfortunate that the gameplay got corrupt and everything. This is a game I hadn't played before, you know, prior to that failed recording. Otherwise, though, I'm very blind going into it. It had some pretty so-so reviews in the US, but it did pretty well in Japan, and the art style and, you know, the fact that it had two strong first installments in the series really drew me to it. So, you know, and it's also been made by Square Enix, which is always a good sign. So I figured I would at least, you know, try it. And I saw it cheap at GameStop, so picked it up. And that brings us to where we are. So we'll start a new game? Question mark? And I'll explain things as we can. Alright, so the first thing I checked, as I'm sure you guys might be curious about too, is the audio settings. Unfortunately, there is no ability to enable Japanese voice acting, which is something I always look forward to. And I really think the English voice acting in this game is done really well. It's just, you know, I always prefer Japanese. But regardless, that's enough talking about the game. Let's hop into it. I'm sure a lot of you guys are also probably new to this game, so let's satisfy that curiosity of yours. One thing you will find is loading screens. I had totally forgotten that loading screens were really quite a thing for the PS3 and Square Enix games. I was playing Nier Automata earlier, and there's so many long, or not so many, but the loading screens that are there are rather long. I guess I'm just spoiled with the bit of PC gaming that I do. Or, I mean, I play games like Undertale, right, and Danganronpa, which don't really have those sorts of screens. Alright, let's get our story.
Long ago, in an age tarnished by endless conflict, 5 beautiful goddesses descended upon the land. The goddesses sang mystical songs that restored peace and harmony to our broken world. The people began to worship these holy songstresses and came to refer to them as Intoners.
Cause they're in tone, guys. Get it?
Thanks to the efforts of these Intoners, the chaos of war became a distant memory. And as a result, mankind enjoyed an age of sweet reverie.
Until...
basking in the newfound light and...
Yikes.
You murderous savage.
Oof. That blood mark, these visuals, guys.
Savage. I think you mean Intoner.
So we've got one Intoner here. They don't seem to be, you know, such a big fan of peace and harmony and all that stuff. Traitorous demon. It's quite the remark. Whoa. This blood, there's certainly a lot of it. This character design too. Very cool. And the combat and everything. It's really neat. It's very acrobatic, very agile. His blood is very bright. Wow, and she's definitely wearing a lot of the blood she's spilled. That's pretty cool though. I dig it.
Michael.
Kaboom! This Michael seems pretty strong. And looks really cool. Dragon hype, am I right? I'm just so impressed with the visuals at this part.
It's time to put an end to the Intoners. So
she called herself an Intoner, but now she's putting an end to the Intoners? Alright. So here we are in the gameplay. So, one thing you'll find is that there's a lot of text going on screen and a lot of voice acting going on.
No retreat! Zero must be stopped! Demon's trying to kill her sisters! Kill the traitor! We must protect our homeland!
So yeah, they do a lot of talking, arguably to a fault. But most of what I spent the early part of the game doing was just figuring out the controls and what's going on. Obviously...
Our world as we know it is over. Why is an Intoner killing her own?
Shall we tell them? They seem genuinely curious.
Why bother? They're about to die.
Guys, I'm trying to explain things here. Yeah, I spent a lot of the first part of the game just trying to figure out, you know, how to do things. And generally speaking, it wasn't super intuitive, but the frame rate and the camera seem to be something that's a little bit annoying. But regardless, we have our first bit of controls. We can lock on with the L1 button, which turns out to be really helpful most of the time. And we can jump with the X button. This person, what are you looking at, bud? What are you trying to defend from? Yeah, so we got light attacks with the square button. We've got these sort of stamina attacks with the triangle button. We can jump with X. And something I commented on was, I feel like the
end of the world is nigh.
the camera's a little bit difficult to control, but also
Intoners were supposed to be peaceful.
What kind of crap are they teaching
the combos feel a little bit stiff towards the end. Like they have a lot of end lag, and you can't really jump out of them. Something I like to do is have, you know, oh, if I hit square twice or 2 or 3 times, or I start a combo, I can jump or avoid to try and get out of that combo, not have to go through the whole sequence of strings every single time.
Where the hell are my sisters?
But
I'm certain about this, Zero. About Slayer.
it seems like I'm forced to do so in this particular game, no matter how long the string of attacks is. So like, even if I just hit square twice, I'll still have to do the whole thing where I stand up at the end before I can do another attack, which is, you know, not ideal, but it definitely feels a lot better this time, knowing how I'm supposed to play and everything, than I did the first time I was struggling with it before. This looks breakable, and I still don't know what that is, but can we just take a second to admire the visuals? They're definitely not as good as those first cutscenes, right? Which were really incredible, but also, that's a lot of blood. But the visuals are still really impressive, especially considering this is a PS3 game, and it's got its... That's not the recording, guys, this is the game. You know, it's got its quirks, but... So we're blocked off in here, we gotta fight this thing. Defeat the Titan. I'll make the same joke I did the first time. What is this, Shingeki no Kyojin? Or Attack on Titan.
What's this thing?
It's no human, and yet not quite a beast.
It's no use.
Likely some sort of automaton devised by the Intoners.
Crafty little bastards.
So now we're told about evading. We can press R1 to evade in the direction we're facing. Use it while locked on to quickly get around your foes. So you've seen me do that a couple times thus far. So we can get around our foe, question mark? Oh, that attack went on for a lot longer than I anticipated. That's alright, we're doing quite a bit of damage. I'm not too worried. And this is when they tell us about stamina attacks. So if we use the triangle button, we'll use stamina, which is that bar just below our health. And we do some really powerful attacks, and they're a lot flashier, as you can see. And the stamina refills kind of just the second we get a chance to recharge. Like the second we're not in the middle of combat. What's going on, Michael? Ooh. Don't seem to be doing so hot.
Zero, go. Defeat your sisters.
No, you don't have the strength for this.
These puppets are natural.
For a dragon!
Fine. Just don't die on me.
Also, can we talk about how the main character's name is Zero? And I was like, the first time I heard that, I was like, hold up, they're talking to Zero. It's a trivia experience I haven't had in a very long time.
Farewell.
Fool. Hold up. Don't tell me you're planning on dying on us or anything like that.
All of you. Women, children, the elderly.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You stand in my way, you're gonna
Something
die.
you're gonna learn really quickly is that our female friend here, Zero, is very obsessed with telling people to die, how they're gonna die, etc. So something we can learn about now is the Intoner mode. Press L3 and R3 simultaneously to activate Intoner mode. It's kind of like a... Aw, man. It's a bummer you guys didn't get to see the visual up close because there was an enemy right in our way, but it's just kind of like a super powerful mode. It's really fun to play in, and it seems to operate on this sort of like blood gauge that might be next to our health and stamina meters.
This world can't survive without Intoners. If we want the good Intoners to live, then the traitorous one must die.
So yeah, it's kind of interesting that we're an Intoner and we're trying to kill the others. Also, Zero has no hesitation, no restraints talking to people and just telling them exactly what's on her mind.
They'll never arrive in time. Look at her. Look how fast she is. She's coming this way.
I definitely like fighting the archers the least, just because they tend to just interrupt things over and over. And you know, I'm very much a person for like fast, fluid combat. Obviously, it's on me to an extent to. Alright, let's get through. It's on me to make the fighting fast in a lot of games. We just got a lot of hits in there. And I'm normally not one for like hack and slash too. I want there to be some sort of, you know, at-large strategy. But so far, the game has made the combat quite a bit of fun. It's funny, because I mentioned I was playing Nier Automata earlier. And I can't help but say that the combat and everything is uncannily similar to that system, where you've got R1 to evade, you've got light attacks with square, and you've got heavy attacks with triangle, and you can lock onto enemies with, well, in L trigger, I guess, and once already locked onto something, you can switch with the right analog stick. You know, it's similar. I mean, they're both made by Square Enix, so I'm not too surprised, and we got ourselves, of course, the white hair protagonist, which is a really cool design. It's generally a design choice I'm a fan of. So onward we go.
Hold on, my beloved sisters. I'm coming to kill you all.
It's a little hard to take serious, the amount of, you know, the amount of times Zero just goes around telling people how much he's going to kill them and people that they care about and all that, but it's all good. Music's pretty cool so far. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. At least makes the loading screens go by a little bit more quickly. Suddenly a lot cleaner than, you know, with all the blood spilled before, but it's all good.
It's been a long time, Zero.
No, it hasn't. We met a few hours ago.
Has it? I didn't notice.
You haven't changed a bit. You're still insane.
Stop it. You're embarrassing me.
That wasn't a compliment.
Hey, it's Zero. Hey, Zero!
These sisters are interesting. You seem a little off.
Zero, this fighting is pointless. You have to stop. We're sisters.
Oh, don't be such a prude, Four. A good cat fight really gets my juices.
And there's the creepy one we definitely want to avoid.
I sure am popular around here.
Enough talk, Zero. This is the end.
So if you didn't notice, they all have numbers on their forehead too. But
Oh, it's the end, all right.
yo, this music. The hype is real. Alright. So here we go. We're battling all of our sister Intoners, I guess.
This month, I'm going on a trip. So actually, I really don't have time for this right now.
I wouldn't bother packing.
Whoa. So, I should mention,
Are you gonna pack for me?
No.
gonna kill
I'm gonna
you!
kill
Because naturally, you know. Anyways, we can hit C. Wow, I don't know why that was what came to mind. Circle to guard, and we use some of our stamina gauge. Something worth noting is that we can't actually move around while we're guarding.
Caged bird cannot be free, even if it flees the kill.
Is
A bird without freedom
two
has
gone?
no place in the skies.
Can I?
You never did make any damn sense, 3.
Perhaps restraint is a source of happiness.
Okay, so 2 has finally left the battle.
Would you just shut up and die?
And it seems, something I noticed is that at about half health, they'll flee. And this battle is a little bit rough at times, strictly because
Sister, reconsider your
there's so much going on, and it's so difficult to tell what is going on screen.
Whatever's troubling you, I'll help however I can.
You'll help, huh? Well, I suppose there is
when there's so many enemies to potentially lock onto, and they're also agile, it just makes it that much more difficult to actually get a grasp of things. At the very least, I'm glad that all of their designs are diverse and such as well.
I just love a sore loser. I get the worst headaches listening to you.
I'll let you rest your head on my magnificent bosom. Oh man.
Seems like you're destined to fight.
Oh, did 4 already leave? Seems so.
Be such a cruel mistress.
Gotta love the cool battlefield and all. Is 5 leaving or just charging up? Yep, 5 is out of the picture too.
What do you think? There's only enough room in this world for
Do a nice
one.
stamina attack.
And you'd kill your own sister.
And that should be the end of the battle. It's a pretty cool environment. Pretty cool scenario. I like the designs of the other Intoners and everything, but like I said, when there are a lot of enemies on screen that are also really agile, it gets really difficult to keep track of things, especially with the camera, even with lock-on, which is very helpful. Now we got Gabriel to deal with. Gabriel, this is one heck of a dragon. Alright, so looks like we're fighting Gabriel. This big boy.
Well, look who decided to summon a demon. That's no longer a dragon you've got there, one. It's just a monster.
Shut up! I'm not subject to your judgment, sister. We Intoners swore to
Seems
keep
one
the
is pretty
world
sensitive
in
about the whole not
balance.
being a dragon
All our
ordeal.
power for yourself? It's shameful.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Can I?
Shut up and die already.
So Gabriel's definitely comfortable pushing that body weight around to attack us. And something else you'll... Whoa, were those like swords coming out of the base of its stance? What is it doing now? But yeah, one seems to have done something to Gabriel. You know, Zero jokes that it's not actually a dragon anymore. But, which makes me think that there's like some magic that was done to it to turn it into a demon, probably in trade-off for some sort of power, which is typical in this sort of a game. Wow, I was guarding for that. Do you see how much it did to my stamina bar? But also, if you're looking at Gabriel's health bar, we're not really doing any damage to it, which is not a coincidence. So what's going on? We got a nice laser attack of some sort. And Zero doesn't seem to be doing so hot. Could definitely use that other arm right now.
Die! Fire!
Whoa. And so again, they're using that sort of like singing ability to deflect this blast or whatnot.
Still have so much strength.
I'm sensing an inferiority complex. Gabriel and Michael. Michael, this super strong dragon, whereas Gabriel needed to be powered up to be a demon and everything to be as strong as
She fled.
Michael might be. I don't know if we really fled.
You truly thought to kill the Intoners? Silly girl.
It's more like we got forcibly removed from the battle, but those look like eyes on her chest.
Now, let us sing of the world's end.
Dun dun dun! Are the Intoners really that good? Seems like the Intoners we're trying to kill might actually be a lot more evil than everyone seems to believe. And I mean, of course, we're the treacherous, bloodthirsty, dangerous traitor of the Intoners. Get a nice little loading screen. You know, a little bit more going on this time around. We can upgrade weapons. And would you look at this? This is nice.
Story of 6
Nice little map.
sisters.
I love the colors and all that.
In a world protected by the power of song. The land of seas.
Got our typical kingdom
The
structure.
land of mountains. The land of forests. The land of sands.
Cathedral City.
I'm pretty sure that's where we just were.
But one of these sisters seeks to bring about the world's ruin.
Hey, that's us.
And she won't rest until all the others are dead.
I don't know.
The traitorous Intoner is called Zero. And she has fled to the Land of Seas, where she heals and waits.
I wonder why we're so dead set on killing all the other Intoners too, right? Do we have information that...
No. No. Don't. Please. Don't leave me. Michael! Damn nightmares.
Hate when that happens. So, looks like this is definitely a different sort of gameplay, you know, when we're not just caught up in a bunch of action.
It's been an entire year, and I'm still dreaming of him. Michael.
It's one dreamy dragon. We can find anything over here. Nope, doesn't seem so. Do we have an arm? We do. Looks robotic. Or mechanical, whichever you prefer.
My eye hurts like a bitch.
Certainly not the most graceful talker.
My new arm seems good to go. Not the most elegant of solutions, but hey, I've never been picky.
As long as I can tell people to die and actually kill them, it works for me.
I can't believe how long it took my wounds to heal, but now it's finally time.
It's been a year? It took you a full year for your wounds to heal? I guess, all things considered...
Huh? What's that racket?
Yeah, no kidding. What's waiting for us outside? But I guess... a year is a really long time for maybe like even some like internal wounds, like a ligament injury or something like that. But what do we have to really? Okay, I guess we'll head on outside and see what's going on. Nice bright loading screen. In case your eyes just, you know, got so dark, or from all the edge. All the negativity brought on by Zero. Brighten up things a little bit before moving on with the game. What? What is this dragon? And why does it sound like a 4-year-old? And it's just like rolling around in whatever that liquid is. Seems to be having a blast doing so, too. Zero does not seem to be having any of it, though. Oh boy.
Knock it off! How many times have I told you? Don't roll around in the fucking mud!
Yikes. That's scary. I guess this dragon just couldn't hold it in. Why is that our first introduction to this dragon? Wetting himself or the area out of fear of us? Mikhail?
It won't happen.
Not Michael? Mikhail? I'd like to point out again that sort of choppiness is the game, not the recording. So here we are walking around. We're a lot slower than we were before. But it's a pretty nice looking environment. The forest and everything. But why are we all the way out here? And why are we so dead set on the killing them? Also, what is this text on the side? And we're...
Hey, so you're really okay? You're not hurt anymore?
Well, it took a year, but yeah.
Not on the outside.
Don't you think you should rest some more?
And watch you roll around in shit all day? No thanks.
Zero is very much about doing things. Alright, so we're picking up these items. I wonder if it's the currency itself. I'm intrigued by what this text is. It seems like a poem of sorts.
Your big fight last year was pretty hard, huh?
Yep.
Did Michael say he was scared or anything?
Are you kidding? I guess you didn't retain any of his memories, huh?
No. Still, I can't believe he wasn't scared. That's great. Just great. I'm gonna try to be just like him.
But all those sort of poems on the side seem to pertain to Zero, or describe some aspect of it. But treasure chests. Attack a chest to reveal the contents inside. Check the results screen at the end of the stage for more info. Okay, interesting. So it's more of like a stage-oriented, sort of segmented game, rather than one continuous open world you travel through, it seems. I really wish we had a run button. I can't evade even to move more quickly. Yeah, I wish I could run here, but I can't. Oh well.
So, Zero, what did you call Michael?
Michael?
So why don't you call me Mikhail, huh? You know, instead of Johnny or you or whatever.
You need to be a full-fledged dragon before I use your name.
Bodied.
Aww.
So we got like an ocean, it seems.
See that battleship?
Uh-huh.
Torch it.
Oof. Not holding back at all.
Why? Can't we just talk to him instead?
I feel you, Mikhail. I feel you.
That'd be way too much effort.
So it seems Zero is not one to take the time or effort for peace. Would much rather just kill, which is not surprising given the rest of the game we've experienced thus far. I definitely think it's more worthwhile to, try and talk it out first. Get on, a level understanding of each other and try and figure out what you're both aiming for and work together to come up with some way to achieve good results for both of you guys. I think that's a pretty good way of going about it. The world will meet a tangled end betwixt its vole, labyrinth, something.
You take out the ship from the air.
Are we going to be able to play as Mikhail? Got a minigame? Or?
I'll deal with the trash on the ground.
Nope. I guess not. Press R3 to display a navigation arrow that will point you in the direction of your next goal. Okay, so worst case scenario, you're always told, where you can go. Let's appreciate it. Take revenge on your sisters. That's a pretty big objective. Got a checkpoint.
Be careful, Zero.
So we'll do some more battling and all.
And stay focused.
Something worth noting.
The power of an Intoner.
Heck yeah, it is.
It's gonna lose a head.
So something worth noting is
Quit pissing yourself and let me kill you.
is the bars at the top left of the corner of the screen are a lot smaller than they were before. We've got a lot less stamina, a lot less health in general. I still don't know what that blue stuff is.
Oh, and if you slow me down, you're dead.
We're on 5's turf.
Crazed Intoners come to kill us!
So we're on 5's turf, so I'd imagine that's the end of this level. But at the same time, I feel like it's really early to be moving on to someone I'd imagine would be like a big boss in the game, One of the Intoners. But who knows? Let's see here.
So you Intoners are all sisters,
Yes,
right?
we are.
More or less.
Although I doubt it's like sisters in the sense that we're typically thinking of. We got some base material.
Having a whole bunch you need to
Having a whole bunch you need to kill. As if she really needs to kill them. Although the way she says that makes me think it's more of like a duty thing, more so than something she really chose. Can I not target onto that one? Can I target the one in front of me? Thank you very much.
I mean, that's the whole reason people love wizards.
Yes, to talk out their problems.
So, you get what I'm saying?
Not at all. Keep going. Don't stop.
Keep going, don't stop.
Sisters can get along. No.
Gotta love it.
No.
What if you say they're sorry?
For a nice
Or bring your cake?
No.
There is no redemption, no cakes, no apologies, no nothing will do it. Okay, so that seems to restore health. Which is good to know going forward. What my health upgrades will be and all that. There's more of it, as if... I mean, I'm not going to claim to be like I'm pretty good at games in general, but I don't think this game has been that difficult thus far to the point of warranting, as many health drops as there have been. Can I get out of here? Okay. It's just a little difficult to keep track of everything. I'm trying to kill enemies out here, Oh, we can grab on ledges. That's nice to know. And we got another chest. Cool. Another item. Let's drop on down. Oh, hello there. Can I... Thank you very much. I keep doing that. That's probably something that's going to happen for a while. I try to jump out of combos or to like really quickly change directions, but it just adds a sort of jumping attack onto the end of my attack, or my like string of attacks more so than anything else. We got archers. Oof, not a fan. Alright, we got to take out those guys first for sure. Darn it, and that's why. Seems that they have really low health though, which is nice. It's literally just one hit kill.
Look, I want to be the only Intoner in the world.
Oh, there it is again.
And that means I have to kill the others.
You want to be the only Toner in the world? Why do you want to be the only one? Do you want to monopolize the power or something?
Just don't.
I guess I would understand that. It's not something I would aim for myself by any means, but I would understand the rationale at the very least. And looks like we're trapped, locked in here. Defeat the enemy soldiers. Their bars are yellow. Does that mean they're going to be more powerful, or can I get out of here? Oh. All right, let's do this. Intoner mode. Aw, yeah. We can call for help. Who needs help when... Wait. Hang on a second. What happened to my Intoner mode?
Goddamn right. And when you do, you better not chicken out on me. That means no...
Darn right you will.
And no rolling around in your own filth.
Oh man, you are funny. Alright. Now let's activate Intoner mode.
Alright.
Let's see what we can do.
5 should be in the Shrine of Seas up there. Probably.
We can move so much faster in Intoner mode too.
No.
I need more enemies to attack. Oh, we ran out of... Wow, we ran out of it a lot faster than usual.
That can-do attitude's gonna get you killed.
Zero, are you okay?
Yeah, we're doing fine. Don't worry. I want to get rid of this archer.
Quit repeating things. It's annoying.
Yeah, Navi. Is there... There's a box up here.
I told you. We don't stand a chance against
Die,
Intoners.
die, 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 die. One more, right? Yeah. And then there were some boxes over by the first gate we entered that I want to pick up. We got all the soldiers, guys. A shop. Wait, I want to go over here and get this these boxes first. And then we can check out the shop. We've been picking up all these coins and all these jewels and everything. I'd imagine they'll be important for whatever we can get at the shop. Some health. Again, I really don't think this game is difficult enough to warrant all of this health, but it's okay. It is the first level.
Weapons.
Weapon shop. Unfortunately, the owner's away, but we're still conducting business through mail.
Well, whatever works.
Please place your orders via the post-mission battle preparation menu, and we'll get the new gear out to you as soon as possible. Okay, so... Looks like we have to do it between missions. We can't actually upgrade anything or buy potions or anything like that in the middle of a mission. Which I'd imagine bumps up the difficulty a bit. Yeah, it is.
Let's head for the shrine.
What's in here? Oh.
This might be the end.
To die for Lady
Huh?
Five is to die in glory.
Who's saying that?
Is this divine punishment? Have we sinned in some way?
Don't be absurd. Our Lady Five is on the side of benevolence.
Who's saying that? I killed all of the soldiers. They said they were like, Our Lady Five is, you know, something benevolence. So I'd imagine. Oh. And just like that, the mission is complete. I'm all about completing missions, you guys. So let's look at how much experience we got. Alright. We've got a decent amount. Oh, and it looks like it's all applied after the mission, so it's not like you can level up mid-mission, get a bonus then, or something like that. Interesting. We got a lot of loot. Okay, so this is all going to translate into gold, which will be the common currency. Things are just worth different amounts. Ooh, that clouded jewel. I dig it. Wow, really got quite a few things. And then, oh, that's right, the treasures. The Eternal Voice. It's a pretty cool looking sword. Copper base material. Okay. Might be some sort of forging going on. And then 1,500 gold. Neat. Oh, and it shows where all of the treasure boxes were, too. Oh, that's pretty neat. We can move on. Save our data and everything. On to the next mission, question mark. Another loading screen, potentially. Wouldn't be surprised at this point. Oh! So this is the post-mission menu, it seems. I really like all the different colors. I think the visuals are really nice in this game. So we can continue the campaign, moving on to the next mission. Chapter 1, verse 2. Okay, they're still sticking with the whole singing thing. What was it? Our weapons, our voices? Yeah, sinful scream. That's pretty neat. Executioner's sword that passes merciless judgment on the sinful. And yeah, each mission is called a verse. So I appreciate their commitment to the theme. And it looks like we have a maximum on the amount of potions we can have, or items just in general. Interesting. Okay, we can upgrade weapons as well. So we have our swords. This is what we just got. The Eternal Voice. I could upgrade it. I don't like how it looks, to be honest. And it's only a little bit more powerful. Its size is small. I wonder if that means I'll be able to swing it more quickly, or if it's just going to negatively impact the range. I want to think about it. Regardless, it doesn't seem like we can upgrade our base weapon, so sticking with our base weapon is not the way to go going forward. We can change weapons. Huh. Does each button map to a different type of attack? Huh. I'm intrigued. I think we'll equip it, and at the very least see how it works. You know, experiment around a little bit, figure things out. Is it the same settings page as before? It is. Okay, we can change outfits or music. Ooh, purchase content. Okay, I guess I'm not really surprised that it's downloadable content. And then chapter select. So I guess you can go back if you missed a treasure, if you need to grind out some EXP or something like that. You can go back to previous chapters, so that's pretty neat. And then, of course, you can save. So we'll save, and I think we'll call it here. I don't know, if you guys really like this game, if you're really intrigued by it, let me know, and we can potentially make a series out of it. I definitely enjoyed the first episode. I think the visuals were really cool. I think the character designs are really neat. The combat is fun. You definitely need to get used to it a bit, and I think the only downsides thus far have been occasionally the frame rate, a little bit of the flow of combat, and the camera. I think those are its biggest weakness at the moment. But aside from that, I'm intrigued to figure out what's going on with the story, the motivations behind Zero, what's up with Mikhail, and, you know, this is only the first mission. I don't expect them to reveal all of their tricks, you know, game developers, in the very first mission. So I'm sure that the combat will continue to evolve. We saw that there are 3 more weapon types we can equip outside of swords, and I'm sure at some point we're able to control Mikhail or do something like that with the dragon. So I think it could be pretty cool. The environments seem neat. They seem a little bit generic, but not bad by any means. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I was very pleasantly surprised. Like I said, this game got pretty poor reviews in the US, but it did really well in Japan. And I'm glad I picked it up, and I'm glad the patrons decided to choose this game. So again, if you'd like to be part of the force that influences this Patron Pick series, you can always become a $5 patron on my Patreon page, where there will be, and there's a link for that in the description below, so you can always check that out if you'd like. If not, no worries. I appreciate any sort of support, whether that's liking, sharing, commenting, or simply watching. No need to worry. But yeah, let me know what your guys' first impressions were of this game, if you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of this, or whether that's Patron Pick, or Drakengard 3 if it becomes a series, or whatever video of mine you decide to watch next. But until then, this has been Night Zero, and this mission is complete.